All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, welcome to
There's no fucking music, dude?
No, I'll put it on.
Oh, jeez.
Welcome to Our First Thought with Trevor and Forrest. Let's get back into it, boys. We have been gone for over 2 months.
I just want it to be known that it wasn't my choice.
People keep asking me, what happened to the podcast, dude? What happened to the podcast? What's going on?
No
what
one's
happened to the
asking you
podcast? No, I actually get it more than I thought I would. I don't fucking know, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
Trevor's fat and lost motivation.
Yeah, true. Like, it wasn't that I didn't want to record the podcast. It's that I lost the motivation to record the podcast. And I actually kind of pinpointed when we stopped recording the podcast for us. When I was going through shit that we've been doing for the past 2 months. Do you remember what we were doing the week that we stopped recording the podcast?
No.
Both of us were sick, first of all.
Well, yeah, that's all I remember.
We were making the cornhole boards.
Oh, were we?
Yeah. So
Oh.
we made cornhole boards for Kansas City and Indianapolis, and I'll throw those up on the screen for the YouTube video viewers to see because they're dope as fuck. But yeah, that's when we stopped recording. It didn't even register until I started going through what we've been doing for the past 2 months.
I don't know. I started smoking a lot of food too.
Oh yeah,
And
I got that on here too. So today we're gonna talk about what we've been doing for the past 2 months. We're gonna talk about how fat we've gotten because some shit went down with Trevor.
One of us has gotten significantly fatter in the past 2 months.
And then we're gonna talk about an intense hunting story that on my first hunting experience.
Trevor went hunting for the first time, so he has to let the world know how his hunting story went.
Yeah. So we'll talk about what we're gonna do for the holidays and stuff here coming up because, guys, we jumped from October to December.
It's close enough.
And at the end, we'll end off with some NFL stuff. So if you don't care about the NFL or any of that shit, you can just turn it off.
Any of it. You can just turn it off.
You can just turn it off now, actually.
Yeah.
But so yeah, if you don't want to listen to that stuff, just turn it off because that'll probably be a good chunk of the end of the podcast. So to start off, after we stopped recording,
do you remember like what was the week?
It was like the third week in October or something like that. Because we made the cornhole boards for a tailgate.
We should back up and explain that we didn't build these cornhole boards.
No. All right. So you guys
It wasn't like an impulse thing. We're like, oh, we're going to go build a cornhole boards and spend like 2 weeks on them.
Yeah.
And then
we went to go do that podcast with Trey and we hung out with him for the weekend. Well, while we were at the tailgate after we recorded that podcast, me and Forrest stumbled across some cornhole boards while the game was going on inside the stadium, and there was nobody in the parking lot. These cornhole boards were right in the middle of the street.
And the people that clean up the parking lot were like going and like cleaning up the parking lot and stuff.
So like these people were probably going to pick them up and throw them in the back of their truck. So drunk ass me and Forrest
we just took the liberty and
we just said fuck it, and we picked them up and we put them in the back truck, Forrest's truck.
That's
easy peasy.
Real easy, actually.
So then we get home and we're like, well, these are some plain ass white cornhole boards.
Yeah.
You know, it would be really dope, dude, if we just made a Kansas City and an Indianapolis cornhole board. That way they're ours now.
Yeah.
And so we did that for 2 fucking weeks. It took us I think it took us a lot longer than we thought it was going to.
Yeah.
But we had literally no time to do anything but work on the cornhole boards. I would wake up at like 8 a.m. Go to Forrest's house until I went to work. It probably took a week and a half.
Yeah, probably.
So I would get up
a full week because then the last half a week I just did the
primer and shit.
And
yeah, the clear.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, so I would wake up at like 8 a.m. I'd go over to Forrest's house until I went to work at 3. I'd go to work. I'd get off work. And sometimes I'd go back to Forrest's house after work until like 2 or 3 in the morning. For like a whole week straight, we did that. We had no time to do anything else, and then after that, I just kind of lost motivation to do that because then
quality corn boards.
We were playing cornhole like every day.
Yeah,
I would go over to his house and we'd just play cornhole in the fucking yard. So that was good.
We also took the bags too, but then we bought different bags.
Yeah, I got different bags. So next season, whenever it's not fucking snowing outside, we got good cornhole boards and good bags.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. Easy peasy.
Yep.
Didn't even have to buy the boards. We just had to spend like $250 to make them.
I don't know if it was that much.
It was like 200 probably.
Yeah, probably around there.
But
I mean, we could also make like another 10 cornhole.
Yeah, now that we know how to do it.
Well, with all the stuff that we have, because
we had
we didn't use like everything that
tons of paint
bought.
left over.
Yeah,
tons of paint. Like 3/4 of the things that we bought of paint.
They were just like the tester things too. They were I don't even know how much. Yeah, it was
as small as we could get.
Yeah, it was like 3 cups or something.
Yeah, it's not like we could get any fucking.
It's not like we bought like a gallon of paint to do these fucking cornhole boards.
Exactly.
But
so yeah, that happened. I got sick. And then the next week, Forrest got sick. And then Forrest had a death in the family. And then Forrest got sick again. And then I think something happened to me the next week. And then we just didn't ever record. So that's just how it's
I would have recorded. I just want it to be known.
Yeah. So that's kind of what's been happening the past 2 months. So here's some breaking news here, boys. For some fucking reason. Don't really know why.
What?
I decided 2 weeks before Thanksgiving.
There's something.
I was like 283 or something like that, and I said, "You know what? It's almost Thanksgiving. I'm probably gonna eat a lot anyways. You know, it'd be a good idea. I think I'll just."
I stood by this 100%.
I think I'll just get to 300 pounds. Who the fuck just thinks that in their head?
You.
Yeah, exactly.
You have a inherent love for food.
Yeah. So I forced myself to make it to 300 pounds. And it was hard. It sucked. It was awful. And I never want to go back to 300 ever again.
At the 295 marker, you start getting real stagnant.
Yeah. And then that
for like
Sunday
a good
night
like 3 or
after
4
Thanksgiving, because I gave myself until the end of the weekend of Thanksgiving weekend. And that Sunday night, I just started pounding food and pounding water until I hit 300 pounds. And then I stepped on the scale. And it was awful. I thought I was going to die. I still feel like I'm going to die.
But yeah, that bet's still ongoing. And
yeah. And it still goes from 72 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was at 276 or something. And Trevor was at like 274.
Yeah.
So Trevor put on an extra 25 pounds.
Yeah.
So he essentially has to lose 75 pounds.
Yeah, so for some reason, Brooke's mom, which if you guys remember, I mean, everybody here knows that Brooke's my fiance, but for some reason, her mom doesn't understand.
This was after Thanksgiving, after you had just hit 300.
Right, actually, it was that weekend.
Yeah.
She had told me, she's
because
like,
you went up there to do Thanksgiving
on that
with
Saturday.
her family. Yeah.
So then that's when she bet me.
Yeah, so
and
on the
she's
drive
like,
back.
I'll give you $20 or $40 if you lose 20 pounds by Christmas. And I looked at her, I was like, I don't really think that's a bet you want to make. And then she's like, no, I'm serious, I'll do it. And I'm just sitting here like, I will literally lose 20 pounds in like 2 weeks. Yeah. So the first week I lost 15 pounds. And Brooke was talking to her mom, and she's like, hey, what's up and stuff. And her mom's like, how much weight has Trevor lost already? And it was like Thursday, and Brooke's like, 15 pounds? And she's like, how did he lose 15 pounds already? It's like, because I've done this before. Like,
well, you were also 300 fucking pounds.
Yeah, and a lot of that weight was added towards the very end, so it's easy weight to lose. So right now, I've lost like 17 pounds. So I've got like a weekend. I also had a week off, so I didn't eat like shit on my week off, but I definitely wasn't just doing what I'm doing right now, which is barely eating at all.
Yeah. But
yeah, I'm gonna win that fucking bet. Christmas isn't a fucking week.
I mean, you got 6 days.
Yeah, easy peasy. I'll probably hit it today.
Maybe. I don't know. You don't do a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Forrest hasn't actively been trying to gain weight, but I mean, he's still fat as fuck too. So
that's what you think, dude. I've been working out for the past week and a half.
Hey,
so.
You're still we'll get you. We'll get you, Forrest.
Hey, listen, I didn't add an extra 25, all right?
Yeah, that's also true.
I'm also down like 20 from the starting weight, so.
Fuck you. It's fine, guys.
So I essentially already have a 50-pound advantage.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm gonna be fine. So.
You may hit it, but I'm hitting it first, so.
I'm going to be 225 by my wedding. That's just my goal. I want long hair. That's the thing. I want to grow my hair out.
Trevor.
So I hope I lose.
But even if
I were to win, I don't think I would cut my hair.
You cannot, dude. I hate showering with long hair. It sucks.
I like having long hair. I want to have actual long hair.
You do that, dude.
I've never gotten there before.
I have.
One thing that's different about us is both of us have grown our beards out quite a bit since we recorded last time. Like, I haven't shaved.
I'll keep my beard. I haven't shaved either.
No, I will not shave my beard.
No, I'm not going to shave it completely.
I shave right here and
I do too.
under the neck, but I haven't shaved my beard in probably 6 months.
Mine's maybe been in, probably 6 months.
Probably since we got our haircuts. I don't think I've shaved my beard anything past.
I think I did. I think I
did maybe one time, like a month or two after that. I may have shaved it down a little bit. I think I did like
2 months ago maybe or something something. I don't remember for what, but
good times.
Yeah, so
that's been happening.
Yep, pretty much.
I got a PS4.
Yeah, you did do that.
So that's kind of what we've been doing for the past like month and a half, 2 months. Is I've been playing a lot of PlayStation because I sold my PlayStation and my PC and stuff, so I didn't have games for like 10 months. And whenever I got back on them, it was go time, and it still is go time. So
Trevor wanted to just play video games instead of coming up here and recording the podcast.
Exactly. So. I actually have that written down here right now. I said, honestly, I want to be playing Rocket League right now instead of recording the podcast.
I don't know why you want to play that dead ass game when all you do is just lose and tank.
I love that game, dude.
Yeah.
It's fun when you're good at it.
Yeah.
Too bad I'm not good at it.
Hey, join the club.
So yeah, we've been playing a lot of video games. But it's nice because like girls, they're like, well, why do you want to play those video games all the time? Blah, blah, blah. Do you go hang out with your friends? Yeah, you do. Guess where I see my friends? On video games.
Yep.
Literally. Like, we have many friends that don't even live anywhere near us.
Yeah.
That we only talk to on video games.
Oh, yeah.
Like, get off my dick. So, as Forrest mentioned earlier, we found our newfound love for smoking meat.
Yeah.
You can take this one, dude.
All right. So, I'm living at my parents' because I moved back home to go to school here and stuff. And my dad has a smoker that he rarely uses. I think he's used it a couple times. One was like last year because we did like Thanksgiving or Christmas or something at the house, and he smoked like the turkey or whatever. And so I get home and I see it, and this is like, I don't know, probably 2-3 months ago, right before we postponed doing the podcast. But so I started smoking meat, and we have a butcher shop that just opened here in town. So we'd go and we'd buy like a pork shoulder or a pork butt, and then we end up smoking it, and then we just eat it.
Devouring it all. It's so good.
And so we just started smoking a lot of meat over the past like 2 months.
Yeah, we smoked ribs. We smoked 2 pork butts, right?
Yeah.
And then
maybe
I think we did ribs again a second time.
Yeah.
We've made wings.
Yeah, it's a lot.
We've been eating a lot of food. But
it was a lot.
It's good shit.
So that's what we've been doing as far as smoking meat and stuff. It's a piece of shit smoker too.
Yeah,
so.
Whenever I move into a house or something, first thing I'm getting is a smoker.
They're fantastic.
First fucking thing I'm getting. Because I will smoke meat.
Listen, it's really not that hard to do either. Like, I think a lot of people are like intimidated by it or whatever, but
you just fucking put it in there and make sure the temperature's right.
Yeah, like you can even like fuck it up and not add like wood chips or whatever to smoke it, and it's just the low heat. As long as it's consistent, like you're not gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
Well, you could, but it's not gonna be bad.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so other than that, I mean, we haven't really been doing much the past 2 months. We just been
really
chilling. Forrest passed his classes.
Yeah.
I dropped out of school. Other than that,
still been working.
Yeah, I still go to work. I still drive a truck. I'm looking to go back to days here within like the next month if I can. They've got a new job opening that I want to take, so I don't know if they're gonna give it to me or not, but we'll see how that goes. But other than that, we ain't been doing shit. We just sit down, play some video games. I go to work. Forrest does some shit with his family.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's about it.
That's pretty much it.
As far as the holidays go, I'm going this weekend to Chicago again for Christmas with Brooke. And then I have to work Christmas Eve, and none of my family does anything on Christmas because they all do it on Christmas Eve. So I'm not really doing shit for the holidays.
I don't know what I'm doing, even if they told me.
He just goes with the flow.
Yeah.
The day that he is told to go, he just gets up and
I'm assuming
goes.
we're doing something with both sides of the family. I have no idea, though. So probably around Christmas Day, we usually go to my dad's side of the family. And then New Year's is usually with my mom's side. So I don't know if it's different this year.
Yeah, I've never really celebrated New Year's. Do you normally celebrate every year? Like go to like a party?
Usually, like I said, we have like my mom's side of Christmas on like at the 30th, 31st. I don't know how many fucking days are in December. Yeah. And then so like the next day we're there, like that night or whatever. Yeah, you're already there. So yeah, we celebrate it, but it's not like a
I gotta work New Year's Eve.
Big thing. It's an excuse for me to drink, but that's about it.
Brooke's pretty mad that I have to work Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, but I mean,
who gives a fuck?
Nothing I can fucking do. Sorry. All right.
Like I don't understand why people celebrate it though. And it's just another day. Like there's literally no difference besides like the date.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like my birthday.
I mean, what? It's just another reason.
It's like a birthday. It's just another day.
Yeah,
I'm just getting old as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, I'm slow. I'm aging every single day, 364 days a year.
Yeah.
And that one day I don't age another year instantly.
Yeah.
So like. Whatever.
My back hurts more. Like,
yeah.
Sorry that I'm not really too worried about it.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Yay! I'm gonna get one day older. Woohoo!
I guess.
So before we get into my hunting story, just to clarify what we're gonna be doing with the podcast after today.
This is news to me.
It's over. No, it's not over. And I've been saying for the past 2 months, it's not over. Everybody's been like, oh, you just quit, dude. You just quit. All right. We took a hiatus. That's what we're calling it. It was a hiatus. We're back. But from now on, it's probably going to be 1 weekly upload instead of 2 because football season's almost over. And we can just do like the normal podcast that we used to do on Saturday, and then we can add the football shit at the end. That way, it's not 2 podcasts every week. I don't have to fucking edit 2 podcasts every week. We can just do it all in one.
Whatever makes life easier.
Send it out. And then if I want to, or if we want to, we can break it up into different sections and then release those as well. But yeah, just expect 1 and then maybe some random videos or something if we actually start working out it. Apparently he has. But I'm waiting until I hit about 275 before I go to the gym because I'm a fat fuck and I couldn't even breathe if I went to the gym right now. But
you get tired walking up the stairs.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I got tired setting this up. And there's nothing really to set up. I had to move a bunch of stuff off the table. Yeah. Brooke had all of our Christmas stuff up here. Like a bunch of gifts and stuff. I said, go put them underneath the Christmas tree.
I saw them under there when I walked in.
Yeah, I wouldn't put them down there. Yeah. She's like, well, the dog will get them. Well, the dog's not downstairs unless we are.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so 1 upload every week. That's the plan. Trevor's going to stick to it.
We'll see.
Well, the plan is to record every Wednesday. We were going to record yesterday, but I got called into work.
Trevor also slept in until like 11.
I woke up at 10:30, and I had a voicemail from my boss that said to call him, and then I called him, and then he said, I need you to come in at 12. Well, it takes me like 30 minutes to get ready anyways, so wow. I stayed in bed until probably 10:45, and then I woke up and hung out with the dog for a little bit, got ready for work, and went to work.
We could have done it because you had my text earlier, but it's whatever.
Well,
we're doing it today, so.
Yeah, we're here. It's fine. I don't know when this is going to get edited.
Probably
I may try to do it on the way to
archives.
No archives. We did do that with one podcast. I don't know if I ever said that, but one of our podcasts, it was so shit, and I didn't want to edit it. And I was just like, this isn't even worth putting out because we literally came in
like
here.
Your ad commercial?
We came in here and we were just like this, and we were just talking to each other for about 20 minutes, and then it was over. And we talked about our picks, and we said, I'm picking this, 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 and this, and then we walked out. So yeah, I did not want to release.
It sounds like it's better than your commercial there, your ad.
Yeah, I did an ad one time. Okay, it was the first time I'd ever done an ad. All right.
We need to find it and play it is what needs to happen.
I think I have it somewhere. saved.
It's garbage. It's dog
It's
shit.
not good. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have like put it in there. I probably should have just re-recorded it
because I fucking left it.
I can do an ad, but that was just it was like, okay, I got the offer for it like after work. So I did it at like 2:30 in the morning. So I was trying not to be loud. I was trying to be quiet, and I was tired, and it was just a whole mess of a situation. Okay. So into the hunting story. So I have never been hunting or anything in my life. Like, I never had anybody that I was around that hunted.
You just shot a gun here this year.
Yeah, so for the first time I shot a gun this summer, we went to his farm, his family's farm, and I shot a pistol a couple times. I was shaking like a motherfucker. I was like, oh shit, I don't know what to do with this. And then, like, a couple weeks ago, he went to the farm again. Like, he went for the first hunting season. I didn't know about it, and I already had plans that weekend. So I told him I'd go to the second one here in December. It was at the beginning of December, right?
The week after Christmas.
What?
Or Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's like the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th.
Yeah. So I started vacation that first weekend. So I told him I'll just go with you on second hunt. And so we went out the first morning. Like, I got off work. And then I drove to Effingham, and we went up to the farm, and it was like 1:30 in the morning whenever we got there too.
Yeah.
And then we went to bed, and we woke up at 5:30.
Yeah.
And then we went out to a stand over by their farmhouse, and it was cold as shit. And I was wearing blue jeans.
Dumbass.
I wasn't told. Well, first of all, I don't have anything else. So that was my only option. And none of their shit fits me because at that point, I had just hit 300 pounds. So... yeah, it's just a bad situation all around. But we went out there, froze our ass off for about 2 hours, and then didn't see shit. Anything. Went back inside. Went back.
Probably because of the fucking blue jeans, but
all right, that's not true, because the next part we went.
Remember, Trevor, where were you? Where were you the second time?
I was on
in the blue jeans.
I was on a stump
on the ground. Where were you the first time?
I was in the stand.
In the stand. That's it right there.
All right. Well, next time, I won't be wearing blue jeans. But, so we go out the next day in the afternoon. We were going to go out in the morning, but it was
raining.
Yeah, it was raining. I didn't want to wake up Forrest or anything because I knew his ass just wanted to fucking sleep and he didn't want to go out.
I woke up and saw it was raining and went back to bed. But
so we went out that evening and...
afternoon.
We're sitting there for probably what, like an hour, maybe hour and 15 minutes or something like that before we heard him.
Yeah, probably.
So Forrest is up in the stand.
I had forgot my phone.
Yeah.
At home.
So Forrest's pissed, first of all, because he's walking to the stand and he reaches down. No, you realized in the truck on the way over because the place that we hunted the second time was a little bit away from the house.
Yeah, it was like 20,
so we had to drive
minutes.
away. And by the time we got there, he realized he didn't have his phone. And I just saw like this look of just fucking pure hatred on his face of like, God damn it. Because normally he'll just sit up in the stand reading a book or something on his phone.
Yeah.
But so we go out there. He gets up in the stand and it's only a one person stand. So I sit on a stump on the ground, like right underneath him. And we're sitting there for probably an hour and a half ish around there. And we start hearing something.
I'm nodding off in the stand. I not gonna lie. I almost fell asleep 3 or 4 times just sitting in the stand.
No, I would look up.
It's late.
I'd be looking around looking for shit. I'd look up. Forrest S over there just fucking about to fall out of the fucking stand. Luckily, he put the bar in front of him, or I think he would have fell out and died.
I'd have been fine. I sleep in stands all the time.
You were in a bad spot with
it's
no
fine.
phone. But
I was tired. Listen, it was a long day. We had been up. Because, like, throughout the whole weekend of hunting, we stayed up till like 2 or 3 and then just went out at 5.
Yeah.
So,
we didn't we didn't sleep much.
No.
Because I ended up sleeping like 12 hours after we got back.
Yeah.
But, so we're sitting there and I'm on my phone and I'm just chilling because I've been looking around, so I'm just chilling. And then I start hearing something and I go to put my phone in my pocket and I look up at Forrest and he puts his hand out, telling me to stop because they obviously could see me. I couldn't see them because So Forrest's here up in the stand looking this way.
That's not gonna help people that are listening.
Well, all right. Well, it's the only way I can explain it, dude. So Forrest is to my, or actually, he's kind of sitting right in front of me. I'm at kind of an angle. You need to
use your never eat soggy waffles, dude.
Well, I don't even know. I didn't know where we were at.
Well, just
I think behind you was east, right?
Behind me was north, but that's okay.
Okay, so yeah, I had no idea where we were at. So Forrest is sitting to the north, right in front of me, and I'm
looking to the south.
I'm to his south on the ground.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of at an angle to the northeast. Yes.
No.
Yes. From where I was sitting, I was facing kind of diagonal towards northeast.
Yeah, kind of. Well, yeah,
but
kind
I
of
could
northeast,
turn my head
southeast.
and I could see south, and I couldn't really see southwest behind me. So I'm sitting on the stump and he's up there. He can obviously see a hell of a lot more than me. And I'm trying to like watch out to the east and kind of behind him just in case anything were to walk up and I could like kind of wave him down. But so he sees them and I hear him. So I don't know where the fuck they're at. So he like waves at me to like, don't fucking move because there's deer right over there. And so we're just sitting there and I hear him walking and stuff. And we can kind of hear him walking through the water. He could probably see
they're behind
him.
Trevor to the west. Yeah. I could see them.
So I'm just sitting there and I'm like a fucking statue. And I'm like, well, I don't really know what to do right now. I got my phone in my hand. I wanted to put it in my pocket. My hand's cold. And then all of a sudden, like, I hear him to my west and I'm just like sitting there. And I'm like, well, I kind of want to see these motherfuckers. So my dumbass turns my head. And right whenever I turn my head to the west, I immediately freeze. And the doe that was standing, like, not even 40 yards away, probably. It was right over this little creek.
Yeah.
It was probably 40, 50 yards away. Turns its head right at me. Fucking staring at me. Just
in his fucking blue jeans, sitting on a stump.
Yeah, locked eyes. So I'm sitting there, and I just immediately froze with my neck cricked to the side. And it was like uncomfortable as fuck. But I was like, all right, I'm locked in with the deer right now. Forrest sees this motherfucker. He's got his gun up. So I was like, I think Forrest's about to shoot this. So if I move and this thing fucking runs away, Forrest's going to shoot me. So I just sit there locked in with this deer for probably a good...
Trevor's blood is pumping.
Oh, yeah. I was breathing hard. I'd never been in that situation before.
Harder than the usual fat ass he is.
Yeah. And like I can physically feel myself breathing. And I was like... All right, Trevor, we need to get this shit under control. If you breathe too much and like that thing sees you move, it's going to get spooked and it's going to run away. Forrest's going to be pissed. So I just sit there and I'm just fucking locked in, just frozen in place. And it probably frozen for probably a good 2.5 to 3 minutes until it finally looks away.
Felt like a lifetime for Trevor.
Oh, yeah. It felt like it was like 20 minutes. But... as soon as it looked away, I turned my head back because I felt like my head was going to fall off. But it looked away. And then the only reason I was locked in with this fucking thing for so long is because I thought Forrest was going to take the shot. Because at that point, he hadn't shot anything and it was pretty much the end of deer season.
Yeah.
But he was waiting to see if there was a buck. And there was 2 does there. And then there was one more deer that he couldn't really see what it was.
Yeah.
But... man, blood was pumping, dude. I was just locked in. And then eventually it just walked back and then they ran away. But if Forrest wanted to, he could have taken the fucking shot. Because I had that motherfucker in a standstill. That motherfucker wasn't moving. And she was broadside too. So he could have easily fucking taken that shot.
Oh, yeah.
But it really wasn't worth it at that point.
But meanwhile, at hunting camp, we got Trevor hooked on Meat Eaters, the show.
Yeah, I've been watching it like every night. It's a good show.
It is a good show.
So I never had like been exposed to hunting or anything like that. Like I never had anybody that hunted. So I think next year over the next year I'm gonna try to get my FOID card and stuff, and then I'm gonna go out hunting with them next year. Because had I had all that stuff, I would have done it this past time. But I just don't have any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't have a gun or anything.
Yeah.
But
yep.
Yeah, next year the plan is to go hunting. I'm gonna get my first fucking buck.
We'll see, dude.
Oh, we'll see. I'll sit out there I'll fucking camouflage myself. I'll put face
Oh, I
paint
know,
on,
it's
bro.
just,
I'll get on the fucking ground, bro. I'll just wait for him to come by. Stab him.
You're something else, dude.
It was fun though. I mean, I've never done any of that stuff. We had some good fucking food while we were there too. Some elk burgers.
Food's always good.
Elk burgers, some deer wrapped in bacon. Oh, it was good shit. It was good shit. But as far as that goes, that's about it. That's all we've been doing for the past fucking 2 months.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everybody keeps asking where this fucking thing's at, and it's just like,
Which is people asking would watch, but
yeah. I mean, if you guys would watch a little bit more and like share the posts and stuff, maybe I'd be more motivated to do shit. Damn, I'm out here fucking for like fucking 2 months in a row. I'm just fucking over here just sharing shit, all this other shit, and people are like, "Where'd the podcast go?" Well, I didn't know you were watching it. Let me know you're watching it on Facebook, on YouTube. Like, leave a comment.
don't let me know though. I don't care.
Like the video. Like, if I know that people are watching, I'm gonna want to make it more.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense.
Goddamn, when we get fucking 5 viewers, it's like, okay, what did I spend 4 fucking hours editing the podcast?
Well, part
for?
of that's just your shit at it, but
Well, all right, Forrest, we don't need to fucking be going there. But as far as that goes, 1 week or one podcast a week should be good. I should be able to do that. Shouldn't be a problem.
Sure.
Should be able to do that.
in your tight schedule, Trevor, I don't know if you can squeeze it in.
We are alive. We're doing good. I
Yep.
don't know about good, but we're here. We're living.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're living a life.
yeah, a life. I'm still working. Forrest is still homeless. Everything's going good. Forrest still may be a serial killer.
It's fine.
But right now, if you don't want to hear about fucking football, turn this shit off. But before you turn it off, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know that you're watching, comment on Facebook or something, and let us know that you liked it. Or if you didn't like it, it was shit, and you tell me to just never do it again. And maybe I'll do that and sell everything. Because this is a lot of money right here that's just sitting here for the past 2 months that Trevor's head's been thinking, hey, bro, you can buy some shit. Yeah, I could buy some shit with this shit. Like, that thing's like $300. Easy peasy. These are like $80 a piece. Easy peasy money.
I guess, dude.
Like, but I want to make the podcast. So let me know if you're watching the podcast, if you like the podcast, if you want to keep seeing the podcast. But other than that, if you don't like football, get the fuck out, because we're about to fucking break it down.
I guess, dude. We're gonna fucking try.
All right, what are we gonna do first here, dude?
Actually, we need to talk about something that just hasn't been talked about because I think you're scared, but that's okay. The Arizona Cardinals.
All right, we don't need to fucking talk about it.
We need to.
We already know what's fucking going on.
Because the Arizona Cardinals are 4-9-1, which means
Doesn't mean shit, dude.
Trevor cannot win the bet we had.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know or didn't watch, before the year started, me and Trevor made a bet.
This was like fucking a while before
Oh,
the year
yeah.
started.
It was a good long while ago.
It was like fucking 5 months before the season started.
Trevor and I made a bet, and he said the Cardinals would go 500 or better, and I told him he was fucking high and stupid, and there was no way. And so here we are, week 16, and they're 4-9, which means they can't go 500.
Precisely.
Which means Trevor lost the bet.
Trevor lost the bet.
So as far as what you have to do because you lost the bet, I don't know. But we'll figure it out.
I was supposed to owe him $250.
Is that what it was? I don't even remember.
Yeah, but Trevor doesn't have $250.
It's my podcast now. I'll take all of it.
So we'll figure it out. He'll come up with some sort of punishment for me, and we'll try to make some content.
Maybe I'll make Trevor relapse on his whole eating situation.
No, we can't do that.
We'll be fine.
Technically, you could make me do that, but I think that's a bad idea. But yeah, I lost that fucking bet.
I do also have 8 more Carolina Reapers at my house, so
let's not even fucking go there.
So there's that too. We got options, is what I'm saying. So something coming in the near future, because Trevor lost the bet. Which, to be fair, Trevor thought they were going to be good and would go over 500, which I think they are good, but their schedule is way too hard because they have to play an 11-3 team, two different 11-3 teams twice a year, which is 4 games they lose, and the Rams who are 8-6.
Yeah.
So right there is essentially 6 losses, and they only needed to get 3 more to lose.
Yeah.
To lose the bet. So that's why I knew 100% that they were not going 500. But
yeah, it was rough. Other than me being a fucking idiot and losing that bet.
You tend to do stupid shit like that.
Forrest wants to go through our top 5 Super Bowl picks.
Yeah, since we're getting close here to playoffs and everything, and for the most part, the teams that are probably going to win the Super Bowl are already in playoffs, and they have more than 9 wins. So there's it's not the Cowboys, which are dog shit. Might not even make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But other than there's teams here, so I figure we go through and just list from 5 to 1 or 1 to 5, whatever.
We go 5 to 1.
All right. Who's most likely to win the Super Bowl this year?
All right. Top 5. You want to go with your 5th one first?
My 5th one is the New England Patriots.
All right.
Because the Patriots have a defense and
a subpar offense at the moment.
But it's best defense.
It's still Tom Brady.
Although I will say it could change because of everything going on with the Bengals situation, the video in the Bengals and everything. I don't know what's going to happen. I doubt they get suspended from the playoffs because it's kind of fucked up to do that.
No, they won't get suspended from the playoffs.
I doubt anything happens, to be honest. But what would be cool to see is them suspend Belichick for the playoffs. And then if that's the case, I think the Miami Dolphins could beat them.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. For right now, I have them at 5 because really the only other teams in the AFC, in my opinion, that have a chance are the Ravens, obviously, and the Chiefs. So I think they're still the New England Patriots, 6-time Super Bowl winner. Tom Brady is quarterback, and they're playing in December, and they're more than likely going to have at least one home game in the snow there in New England, so I think they'll be okay. But yeah, that's my 5th.
My 5th is the Buffalo Bills.
Really?
Now this pick is pretty much
they play the Patriots this week.
Oh yeah, I think this pick is solely off of their defense. Their defense is carrying their team right now. Josh Allen has increasingly got better through the year. They've got Frank Gore at running back, so he'll be good in the winter.
I like me some Frank Gore.
In the snow and everything, so he'll be good. He's obviously been fucking running for about 13 years now or some shit. He's up in the top 3 all-time list now. I just think that defense, if they can continue to carry them like they have been, just like the New England Patriots.
It'll be interesting to see this week because they play. So it'll be interesting to see what – I think that is 100% a low-scoring game.
This weekend will be telling of
I think so.
Which one of those teams is for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my number 5. I think if that defense can keep carrying them like they have been, they have a chance to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they definitely got a shot. Obviously, they're in the playoffs. Yeah. So,
I mean, as long as you can get to the playoffs, you can win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, basically.
You just have to have some shit go right for you. All right, moving on to our 4th pick for the Super Bowl.
My 4th pick are the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are. They're currently leading their division, who have the 49ers in it. And I know a lot of people don't think they're that good because they don't really have a fantastic offensive line, and they don't really have the big
name wide receivers, running backs.
Wide receivers, whatever, but the defense isn't like what it used to be. The fucking whatever the hell they called themselves. I don't even remember.
The Legion of Boom.
Yeah, it's not what it was. It's basically just Bobby Wagner holding the team together.
Yeah.
But they do have Jadeveon Clowney now, which is big, and he's been playing well.
Huge.
And Russell Wilson, I don't think he's going to win MVP, but he is definitely, if it wasn't a Lamar Jackson who just broke his record, Russell Wilson's done some insane stuff.
Yeah, if Lamar Jackson is not in the league this year, Russell Wilson is the MVP.
Yeah. And so I think they have a shot. They have a good run game. which a lot of people don't seem to like recognize or whatever. They rush for like consistent like 80, 90, 100 yards a game, every game. So they can run the ball, which is good, and they have Russell Wilson. Their wide receiver core is kind of lacking a little, but hey, when Russell Wilson's that good, it's whatever.
Yeah.
So I think they have a legitimate shot. It's tough going through the NFC, but that's why I have them at 4.
Well, also, the Seahawks have been winning close games all year.
Mm-hmm.
So they know how to play
have.
in the pressure situations.
Yeah, Russell Wilson blacks out and wins a game. So.
Yeah, pretty much. My number 4 is the New Orleans Saints.
Really?
The only reason I didn't put the Saints higher is because of the past like 3 years. Every time they get to the playoffs, they get fucked. There's probably 2 out of the last 3 years. The Saints probably should have been in the Super Bowl. And they just weren't because of calls or something happened So I've got the Saints at 4. The Saints are really fucking good this year.
They are good.
Drew Brees just broke Peyton Manning's record for all-time touchdowns.
Against the Colts, ironically.
And yeah. Sorry, bud, about them Colts.
No, I just think it's funny how he
for the
broke it
past 2 months, that's what's been happening to the Colts too. They've been getting fucking dicked.
Yeah.
They really had a chance at the beginning of the year to make the fucking
bad.
playoffs.
I mean,
it just went all
we
to
go
fucking
into
shit.
it, but we don't have to, so it's fine.
it went all to shit. So Forrest, I thought he was gonna kill himself the other day, but he's fine.
It's fine. They can't make it now, so I have no hope left.
Yeah, so I've got Saints at 4. I think they have a real fucking shot, though. Like, if they can stop doing the dumb shit that's been happening the past couple of years, then they've got a real shot.
My number 3 is the 49ers.
I also have the 49ers at 3.
I put them above the Seahawks because I don't know if they're going to win that division, but I mean, the 49ers defense is insane.
The defense is
Jimmy
too
G
fucking
knows
good.
how to fucking win. Mozart, where the fuck his name is, been running the hell out of the ball.
Yeah.
George Kittle's insane. So they're at, I'd say my top 3 are like legitimate. Like I think one of these 3 teams is going to win the Super Bowl, and I think the Niners have a legitimate shot. The only thing that might hurt them is if they don't get home field advantage and they have to go play in the snow because they're from San Francisco.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I mean they still have a good run game, and that front seven's fucking crazy. So.
Yep, I've got the 49ers as well. I mean, they have a really good offense, but goddamn, that defense is fucking good. I mean, this past game, they struggled a little bit, but it's going to happen occasionally. And once they get into playoffs, that defense is going to be locked in.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Number 2, I had the Ravens.
I have the Saints.
The Saints at 2?
I have the Saints at 2.
Well, I already know who you have at 1.
Yeah. I do have the Ravens at 1.
But I've got the Ravens at 2 because I've got the Kansas City Chiefs at 1, baby. My team.
All right, Trevor's top 5 is officially invalid.
No, it's not. The Chiefs have arguably the best offense in the fucking league, and their defense has picked it up the past 5 weeks.
They don't have the best offense in the league because the Ravens have it.
I said arguably.
It's not arguable, though.
It is.
No.
Overall offense, yes.
No.
Yes.
Really? Where's their run game?
It's called Shady McCoy in the snow in the playoffs, boy.
Stop, dude. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I ain't kidding shit. I guarantee you he has over a 100-yard game in the fucking snow in the playoffs this year.
And they lose. So congrats.
They don't lose. They win.
I don't even have the Chiefs in my top 5 because they don't have a good defense and they don't have a good run game.
The Chiefs do have a good defense now.
No,
they do have a good run game.
No.
Bro.
Can they beat the Patriots?
Yes.
Maybe. If they play at home. They
should have beat them last year.
If they play at home, which they won't because the Patriots have a better record.
Well, they should have beat them last year.
That won't happen. And can they beat the Ravens? No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
How?
What do you mean how?
How do they beat the Ravens?
They just kick the shit out of them. What do you mean?
It's terrible.
They play them at home in the snow.
Terrible game, but they're not going to play them at home because the Ravens have a better record.
They play them in Baltimore in the snow.
But you're something else, dude.
Bro, I'm telling you.
You're something else.
Chiefs are number 1 this year. I like the Ravens too.
The Chiefs probably won't even make it out of the wild card game.
I have to be a good fan here. All right.
You can try to be, but you could be really realistic and put them at like 4 or 5.
No, if anything, I'd have them at 2 under the Ravens.
My God. You're something else. There's a lot of things people forget about the Saints, and that's Alvin Kamara, and he's gonna have a big playoff run, and they're gonna make the Super Bowl.
I like the Saints too.
And it's gonna be the Saints Ravens.
This playoffs. That's all I'm saying. Is this playoffs is gonna be really. It's gonna be the
Saints
good.
Ravens.
Saints Ravens for Super Bowl. You think?
I do.
I don't think so.
It could be Ravens 49ers.
I think it's gonna be Chiefs 49ers.
The Ravens are a fucking lock in the AFC.
Chiefs 49ers.
By far the best team in December. You have a run game like the Ravens do. It's fucking insane.
If they need a run game like the Chiefs do,
if they need to throw the ball, Lamar can throw with Patrick Mahomes, no problem.
It's gonna be fun.
And they're gonna slaughter them. Ravens have like 6 tight ends.
Bro, I can't wait for the playoffs. Playoffs are gonna be so good this year. There's the fucking NFC.
The Texans are gonna get fucking dicked on by the Ravens if they even make it that far, because the Ravens and Patriots are gonna get a bye.
It's gonna be fine, dude. Chiefs are winning the fucking Super Bowl this year. That's all I'm saying.
That's something, dude.
That's all I'm saying. Look at me. Look at me over here being a fan, dude. Crazy
that's
shit.
That's being
By
optimistic.
The way, I looked up.
That's almost as bad as Cowboy fans.
Bro, all right. We don't need to go there. That was fucked up. But I looked up tickets for the first round of playoffs for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They're only like $70.
Well, I don't even know if they'll play at home.
Well, it doesn't say yet because obviously you don't know yet. But if they play at home, I think I'm going.
Thanks for the invite, dude. Sick invite.
I just invited you.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so the tickets are only like $75. I hope it's fucking snowing again. But
yeah,
that's on the 4th. I think it's on a Saturday. So, well, to be discussed. We might make a video going to the Chiefs game, but we don't know yet. These last 2 weeks are going to tell the whole, like, the playoffs are really fucking close in both divisions.
Yeah, well,
right
they
now.
probably don't give a shit, so they probably won't play their starters.
They won't get
week.
first round bye. I know that.
Wow.
So that's all I know. They will play first round. I just don't know where or when.
I mean, odds are they play at home unless they lose next 2 games.
Hell yeah. I'm ready.
Because the Texans are 9-5, the Chiefs are 10-4, and the Bills are 10-4. So it would be the Bills and Kansas City playing at home.
Yeah.
Against like the Steelers and the Texans, or the Titans and the Texans.
I think the Steelers are out with this loss from the past week. I think I'm pretty sure they're
10-6. Same with the Titans. So
the Steelers are.
Yeah.
Oh. Because
Buffalo already has clinched a playoff spot. So there's only one more wild card. And
it's going to be either of those
It's the
teams?
Steelers or the Saints. Or Steelers or the Titans. Because
the Houston,
because the Colts are 6-8.
Houston too, right?
Yeah, Houston gets their playoff bye. Or they win their division.
Oh. Okay. No, are they not tied?
No,
with the Titans?
No, they're a game ahead, but they could still lose the division, but I don't think they will. But I mean, the Chiefs and the Patriots get a bye. Or not the Chiefs, the Ravens and the Patriots get a bye. So the Chiefs and the Texans, if they win the division, they'd have to play the Bills and either the Titans or the Steelers.
Yeah. That's what it's like. Whenever I looked it up, that's what it said. It said
because the teams that are in playoffs right now for the AFC are the Patriots, Bills, and Chiefs, and Ravens. Except the Bills are in the wild card unless they win this week, and then it's all fucked.
Yeah, so that's why I said these last 2 weeks here, both divisions are so close that first round buys and shit are all going to be decided in these next 2 weeks.
And it's kind of fucked up because I mean, not for the AFC, because you have the Titans who are 10-6, the Steelers who are 10-6, and the Texans who are 9-5, and only 2 of those teams can make it in. So one of them is missing out.
Yeah, and because Dallas Cowboys are gonna make it.
Yeah, and Dallas Cowboys, if they win this week, they can just sit their players next week.
Yeah, they'll make it because they'll beat the.
Yeah, because they'll be
Eagles.
8-7, and they'll have beaten the Eagles twice.
Yeah.
So they could go into the playoffs 8-8 with resting their players for 2 weeks.
Yep.
Whereas the Saints 11-3, Seahawks 11-3, Niners 11-3, Packers 11-3.
They're all
fighting
for home
buys.
and home field advantage.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be playing their fucking hearts out.
Yeah, so they're gonna be playing. So it's kind of fucking stupid, but It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, we'll figure out more after this. Probably this week.
But
we'll
I mean, the
tell a
NFC is
lot.
already locked except for the Cowboys Eagles because the Packers are 11-3, Saints are 11-3, and the Seahawks and Niners. So that's 4 teams, and then the Vikings are 10-4, and the next closest team is the Rams 8-6, and they can't make it. So
yep,
it's just between the Eagles and Cowboys.
All right, so into our picks. So for our pick'em league and everything that we do, where we pick the 4 teams every year or every week.
We still haven't won a week, so there's no updates there.
Like you guys haven't missed shit. We still fucking suck. We went 3-1 a couple weeks. We went 1-3, and we went 0-4 on a week. We kind of tanked
Did we go
a little bit.
0-4? I don't know.
Yeah,
if we went 0-4.
We went 1 week. I think 0-4. We
I'll
tanked
check
a
real
little
quick.
bit, but guess what?
We're only
still only 2 games behind. What the fuck? How?
So we have a chance.
We still haven't even won. So pretty much, what Forrest was telling me,
didn't go 0-4 ever.
We went 1-3.
Like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So pretty much, what Forrest was telling me before is we gotta go 4-0 these last 2 weeks,
and we need some help.
Yeah.
But because the way it works, if you tie with someone, the money given out is based on who has the most 4-0 weeks, and we currently have 0.
Yeah.
And the people up top have at least 2.
Yeah.
So we need them to not get them, and then we need to go 4-0, and we need the people up top need to tank.
We went 3-1 this past week too, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was that last game that fucked us.
The last 3 weeks we have gone 3-1.
And like the first 5 weeks we went 3-1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude. The fuck is we might as well change the name of the podcast 3-1 podcast. The fuck are we doing?
Dude.
All right. So you want to go with the no first? I think we both have the same no.
Yeah, no, actually mine's different, but
oh, okay. I bet I know what yours is because you're picking from your heart. I've got my no as Cincy Miami because that's
Miami's favorite
-1 dog shit game I've ever seen in my life.
My no is the Colts Carolina game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't have
neither of them have any motivation to fucking play.
Yeah, they probably won't even play.
And the Colts
their
are favored
starters.
by 7. So no, they'll play their starters, but I mean,
yeah, Colts are. I think Colts win it. I don't know if they cover it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised they shouldn't be favored by 7 against Carolina, but
yeah,
it is what it is.
All right, so my lock is San Fran -6 at the Rams.
Yeah,
because they're fighting for that first round bye right now.
That was my lock too.
And the Rams just got the shit kicked out of them by the Cowboys last week. They can't make playoffs anymore.
No, they can't.
So they don't really give a fuck. And like I said, San Fran's fighting for that first round bye and that home field advantage. So they're gonna go out fucking swinging.
I do have another one because that was going to be mine, but I figured you'd picked it. So mine is actually the Bills this week, +6.5 at New England, because I think it's a low-scoring game because both offenses are dog shit and they're fantastic defenses.
Yeah,
and so I think New England maybe wins by 3, maybe wins by 6, but I don't think it's not going to be some like 30-35 game or whatever. It's going to be like a 15 to like a fucking 8 or some shit like that. It's like real close. So
like the 49ers and Falcons this past week.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be a real close game. They're playing in New England, so I think they'll probably win, but it's 6.5. So
yeah, I like that game, but I didn't pick it just because I thought you were gonna be fucking pissed off if I picked it.
No.
But yeah, I like that game too. You're gonna hate my next game.
What?
I like Dallas -3 at Philly. They just beat the fuck out of the Rams. Okay, here's the thing.
Trevor.
Here's the thing, dude. And you will agree with what I'm about to say. Dallas has one of the most talented rosters in the league. They just cannot find a way to fucking use it.
The coaching staff sucks donkey dick.
Yeah, bad. Like, literally, if you look at their fucking roster, probably one of the top 3 rosters in the NFL right now. And they're fucking losing games like they are. And it's actually fucking ridiculous. But they have to win this game. If they win this game, they make playoffs.
Yeah, but Philly's the same way.
Yeah, I know, but
I just think
Dallas's team
is
better than Philly's team.
Here's what I think happens. I agree that they are better, but I think that Jason Garrett goes into that game and says, we're not running Zeke because I think Dak is the way to win. And so they're gonna play, and they're not gonna give Zeke 30 carries, and they're gonna lose.
Yeah. Well, sounds like the Cowboys to me.
Yeah, but they could also go in and then run
Beat
them
'em
30
by-
times and beat them by 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. Exactly.
But it's a coin flip, and I think there's better games. I think.
Yeah.
Another one of my games was the Saints this week.
I didn't have the Saints. What was that?
It was the Saints playing. My computer just shut off actually.
Oh, sweet.
But you'll have to look it up.
I'll look at it on my phone.
Oh, you don't have it?
No, not on here.
No, my computer just decided to restart. So
Rip Forrest.
I thought you just put it up here like earlier.
No, that was from fucking 2.5 months
really?
ago, dude. All right. So, week 16 lines. You said the Saints.
Yeah.
What day is that on? Sunday?
Sunday.
The Saints. The Saints. The Saints. The Saints. The Saints. I'm autistic. Oh, there it is. New Orleans -3 at Tennessee.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't pick that is because Tennessee's fighting for a wild card.
Yeah, but
Also New Orleans is
playing for a
fighting-
first round
yeah.
bye and home field advantage.
True.
So, and they're just the better team.
Yeah, they are. But Tennessee's looked real fucking
No,
good.
Tennessee
the past
does
couple
look
weeks.
good, but they fucked themselves when they lost to Houston last week.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, I like it. I like New Orleans a lot. And honestly, I probably should have had them at 3 over the 49ers.
they're playing so well right now.
But my next one is Baltimore at Cleveland. Baltimore's -10. They haven't locked in a first round bye yet, have they? I don't think
yeah.
they have.
They're 12-2. They have
Okay, well,
because
If
the
that's
next closest team's 11-3.
if that's the case,
So I guess
don't know.
technically not, but they can beat the fucking Cleveland Browns with their 4th string players.
Yeah. So if they win this week, they lock it.
Yeah,
For
because
sure.
they're 12-2, and then the Patriots are 11-3, and then the Bills and the Chiefs are both 10-4.
Okay.
So technically, they could go and lose the next 2 games, and then it'd go into fucking clusterfuck, whatever.
Yeah.
But
But I
that
don't
can't.
think they
But
will.
that can't happen because the Bills and the Patriots are playing each other this week.
Yeah.
So either the Patriots go to 12 wins, or the Bills would go to 11.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I still like the game because it's Cleveland and it's Baltimore. Baltimore's been fucking railing teams this year, and
Yeah.
it's -10. So I mean, it's a big spread, but
it is a big spread.
fucking,
Cleveland's
if
in
anybody
fucking
can do it,
shambles.
it's Baltimore.
Yeah.
And then what's your third one?
It was the Chiefs actually.
What was that game? I didn't.
They
even
play
look at that.
Houston, and they're favored by 3 at Houston, I think.
Nope, not even close, bud.
Oh well.
Kansas City -5.5 at Chicago.
Yeah,
Wrong city, wrong spread.
that's right. Fuck it. No, Houston plays at Tampa Bay, and Houston's favored by 3. That's on Saturday. That's what that game is. I went full retard, but Chicago. It may
Kansas
be the
City's
worst.
fighting for home field advantage right now.
Yeah, Chicago may be the worst offense of all time. So
Yeah,
they're not doing anything,
precisely.
and and they have no shot of making anything.
Yeah.
I think technically like they might. But
No,
I don't know.
they're out now.
Did they get
pretty
out
sure.
now
Yeah,
because of
I'm pretty
last
sure. No, I think unless like they fucking went out and like every other team in the league loses out, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So
I think it's over. I think
because they're third in their division
I-
for sure,
yeah,
locked in third in their
I
division.
don't know. It's
Yeah, so they are out.
yeah,
So I like that game because it's my team.
yeah.
My team, guys.
I bet.
Look, I got the hat on.
Uh-huh.
And then my last one was Seattle at Arizona. Seattle's
I thought about it.
-9.5.
It's
a big spread. But
Arizona just beat the fuck out of whoever last week, didn't they? I don't
I
know
don't
who they
fucking
played last
remember.
week.
I didn't pay attention to them.
After they went under 500, they were dead to you, weren't they?
Exactly. So we have San Fran and then the Bills.
And the Bills,
So
Saints, Chiefs, Seattle,
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
I like the Saints and Chiefs. I don't really.
Yeah.
Baltimore and Seattle are big fucking spreads.
They are big spreads.
And they're
It
both
is
playing
week
against
16.
teams that have nothing to lose.
Yeah,
And they have everything to gain.
yeah.
So those teams are probably going to try their hardest to ruin their fucking hopes and dreams.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Bears are in the same situation, but I think the Bears are just mentally just
Shit.
dysfunctional and
Yeah.
dog shit.
Yeah, and the Kansas City defense,
Like
as I
honestly,
just
you
said
could
earlier,
put the Bears defense on offense and they'd play better.
with Tyrann Mathieu and everything that they've gotten this year, the defense has picked, like at the beginning of the year, I will admit, Kansas City's defense was fucking dog shit. Like
They still
probably
don't have
the
a running
first
game, no.
5 or 6 weeks, that fucking defense was dog shit. But ever since then, they have been picking it the fuck up.
I will say that
they just dicked on the fucking Denver
in the
last
top
week.
5. I did, which Denver's been playing good.
Yeah, and
This
they railed
last
them.
stretch.
They railed them bad.
Um,
Also, it was in Kansas City in the snow, so I don't blame them for fucking losing.
yeah, but it's Denver, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, they live in the snow.
I did almost put the Chiefs at 5 and took the Patriots off, but it's the Patriots, and you got to
Yeah.
give them the benefit of the doubt.
I didn't even have the Patriots in my top
even
5.
if they're playing like
I
dog
think-
shit.
But the thing is, their offense could take off in the playoffs because it's fucking Tom Brady.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Who fucking
And their
knows?
defense is still phenomenal.
So I like the Chiefs.
I typically like the teams with better defenses over.
You want to go
teams with
Chiefs
better
Saints?
offense. We
San
can if you're
Fran-
fine with it.
San Fran, Bills, Chiefs, Saints. Because Baltimore
I
and
just
Seattle are both huge spreads.
I just like well, I mean, we're taking 2 AFC and 2 NFC, but I like the AFC games because they're all close and
Yeah.
they're still fighting. So
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the NFC is really fucking fighting. Like
Yeah,
they're all fucking tied, same thing. But because I think San Francisco and Seattle will both win this week because they need to, and then I think they play. Do they play each other next week or no?
who?
Seattle and San Francisco.
I don't know.
I feel like they've only played once this year, but because Seattle won the first time, but or they won one of them. Maybe they have played twice. I don't fucking remember.
Oh, 49ers at Seahawks, December 29th.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So they're both going to win this week.
And the 49ers were a field goal away from winning that game. Or who won that game?
Seattle won that game.
Yeah. So,
And they
with the game-winning field
the
goal at
Niners
end.
just lost to the fucking Falcons.
Yeah. But, I mean, Matty Ice, bro. He had fucking ice in his veins. He drove down the fucking
I
shit, and he
watched an
fucking
interview
threw that
and he said
touchdown.
that they're trying to play really well because they like Dan Quinn and they want to play for him and keep him as a coach. So that's why they're playing. That's why they've done so well in like the past 6 weeks or whatever,
Yeah.
because they want him. He has the respect of all the players, so they're playing hard for him. And they're actually showing that they are a good roster, but they're just lazy as fuck.
Yeah. No shit.
Typical Atlanta team,
Yep.
typical Georgia team.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I think I'd be okay with Seattle, I guess. I don't know if they beat the spread, but since it's so
it's big.
But I do think them and the Niners 100% win this week. Those are fucking locks as far as like if you're betting on games, bet
For money
Seattle.
lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bet Seattle Niners because they're both just one of them isn't going to drop the game and then go into next week and play. It's just not going to happen. They're going to be tied 12-3 going in.
To the final week.
Yeah, to the final week, and they're gonna duke it out, and whoever wins probably gets a bye.
That's gonna be wild.
It is.
That's probably gonna be close to the game of the year.
But it's fucked up because it's week 17, and whoever wins the Philly Dallas game is just gonna sit on their ass and watch that week because they're gonna take a bye because none of the starters are playing week 17 for either of those teams.
Yeah.
Whoever wins this week.
That Niners 49ers game was not my fucking dumbass to say Niners 49ers.
That's right.
The Niners fucking Saints game
Yeah, there you go.
that was on
bud.
when we went to the farm.
I knew
Man,
what you were
that-
going to say, but I just letting you work it out yourself.
Let me just have a stroke
Yeah,
right in front
yeah,
of you.
that's right.
Fuck, dude. But yeah, that was probably the game of the year.
That's fantastic.
That was a great game.
It was a good game.
Field goal game. 49ers have had a lot of games like that this year.
Yeah, they have.
But they've
had a tough schedule.
They've also fucked people this year too.
Yeah, they have. They've had a tough schedule, but
I like it. San Fran, Bills, Saints, and that other team.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
How can you free with the Chiefs, dude? They're your team.
My team. Easy peasy. But yeah, guys, I think that about wraps it up.
I guess.
We're fucking don't call it a comeback, boys, because we just took a hiatus. We didn't quit.
We're back.
We're back. Once a week.
Per Trevor's request.
Exactly. Precisely.
I'd have been here a month ago, but
All right. Well, fucking throw shade at me. All right.
I mean,
Well,
it is all your shit and we're in your house.
if you're still
so-
watching by now,
congrats.
you're a
I'm-
fucking trooper.
Yeah, I'm
But
actually impressed.
most people probably stopped listening about 30 minutes ago.
Or
Um,
you know, like how long have we been going? Like,
30 seconds into the
Yeah.
podcast. Yeah.
Pretty- oh, they've started again. That's great.
Turn it
And
off.
Turn it off.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what happened, dude? Why'd you not be uploading the podcast? Like,
Oh, dude, I'm so glad you're doing it again. I've been watching it all.
yeah. Yeah, how much actually? I normally watch like the first 2.5 minutes and then I don't really have time to watch or listen to the rest of it. So
I listen to it on my way to work, and I live like 30
2
minutes away.
2 minutes away from work.
I live 30 minutes away, but then I listen to it for the first 2 minutes and get bored and almost fall asleep. And so I
then
turn music
it.
on.
Yeah. That's precisely what happens, and then I get fucking bitched at. It's like, help me. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching.
Yep,
Thank you
that's
guys
it.
for listening. We really appreciate it, and expect this to happen every week from now on.
We'll attempt.
We'll attempt really hard.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
See
See
ya.
ya.